as devastating as what's going on in Gaza actually is, you know, the bees are something that's very important to me, very important to you on your farmstead. And
Oh
it
my
is
God,
very
I love my
important
bees.
for the sanctity of humanity. This is the only thing that could save us. If we lose the bees, we lose our ability to basically have food.
Right. So Peter sent this to me earlier and I thought it was nice. And I said, okay, we should share this because it's something that's, you know, a nice thing. So,
You know how the Palestinians are eons ahead of us in a lot of ways?
this is right now in Gaza, they are beekeeping and they're re-establishing hives. The beekeepers in Gaza are reestablishing hives. And yeah, have you been?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
if people want to
I
understand
this too, by the way. I think so too. I think, and I heard you guys talking about it last night, that it's not a coincidence that it's like election week.
Oh yeah, well, of course things are going to get completely distorted.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, you think there's not going to be problems at the ballot boxes tomorrow in Dearborn, Michigan, in Flint, Michigan? You think there's not going to be problems at the precincts? Oh, you better believe there will be, because this is how they are. That's what happened. Do you remember?
Nahel. Bees in Arabic is Nahel.
That's sweet.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Listen, one of the things that I still remember very distinctly from the 2020 primary, Super Tuesday, was how they absolutely rigged the Texas primary against Bernie for Biden. Bernie was going to win the Texas primary. And I actually do believe that if Bernie had captured Texas and California on Super Tuesday, that would have probably superseded all the bullshit that they did to prop up Biden, that he was the inevitable one. And I say this because it was known consistently throughout the entire day that they were shutting down precincts in Austin. They were shutting down precincts in Houston, where they knew Bernie was going to outperform Biden in a big way. And naturally, they do this because they understand what has to happen, which is why are they throttling our videos? Because they don't want people to go vote for Sharma. They don't want her to vote for El Said or Cory Bush or whoever. Yeah, I would say that there is a lot of truth to that. It can't be too conspiratorial when we know our channel is throttled to hell. I mean, that's pretty obvious. So let's see if we could run through this video again.
بده شجر، احنا قاعدين بنربي نحل في الحجر المكسر المهدم.
That's infuriating. That's infuriating.
Show me where the genocide is happening, because I don't see it.
What do you fucking people think happens when you wipe out bees?
Yeah.
Wiping out the bees is a genocide. And I don't mean just of the bees. We can't live without the bees.
No, we can't. Bees are responsible for at least a third of the food on the planet. A third. It's probably higher than that. But hey, let's fuck around and find out. And maybe, just maybe, this is a theory, but maybe they want to wipe out. The powers that be want to eliminate about 2 to 3 billion people that are currently on the planet.
Exactly.
How's that for a
That's
stat?
very cool that he's breeding queens.
Yep. But how's that for a stat?
Yeah.
Israel has destroyed over 95% of Gaza's farmland since October of 23. But tell me again how this isn't a genocide. We said that the overwhelming majority of people that were going to die were not going to die from bombs. They were going to die from famine. That is what will kill. And it does kill. And famine kills probably as much as anything on the planet.
Yes, they are destroying bees here too. Yes. Because at the end of the day, if they can get rid of bees, then they can control the food supply.
Well, that's always the plan. That's why we say that Bill Gates is one of the most evil sons of bitches that ever lived.
He is evil. Yes, that pleases me. That
Save the
pleases me.
bees.
He's well, and that he's breeding queens. So he's being able to propagate new hives, which is amazing. I don't know a lot of people that do that.
No, but if you save the bees, you can save the planet. If you lose the bees, you can lose the planet. And so much of everything that we talk about when we talk about Israel is they represent death and destruction. If you want to get biblical about this, they are evil. They are the purity of evil in every conceivable way. Everything they touch turns to hell. That's what they do. And they do it gleefully, which is what makes it even more dystopian and apocalyptic. They are content to burn everything to the ground. They're supremacist.
And what's the opposite? And what is seemingly the opposite of Ziohel right now?
The Palestinians.
Well, I was going to say Iran. I feel like right now Iran is fighting for the soul of the planet. They are. They're supporting the axis of resistance, and that right now is what is fighting for the soul of the planet. And so I think that's what we need to really address is where are we with that?